Alrighty, Jaden Yuki is going to be taking on the Paradox Brothers in this continuation on which Jaden's still unbeaten in his quest to become the Duelist Kingdom champion. But can he win against the Paradox Brothers? Who knows? The Paradox Brothers, they do have a bit of a tricky deck. They do have some very powerful cards in it as well. Jaden wins rock, paper, scissors and elects to go first, but Jaden's ability to fusion summon may outdo the Paradox Brothers, but we will see. There is Sojin, Fusion Sage, Elemental Hero Lady Heat, there's Kishido's Spirit, which is just played as well, and Elemental Hero Prisma. Alright, as we get into this one, I have seen in comments lately, I can't remember who it was who commented, but I've had some questions about production stuff on the channel, and as we see, Jaden, is he going for a fusion in this turn? He will be able to do it with Lady Heat and Prisma copying one as well, so he'll be able to bring that that 2300, I just saw the name and it just left my head, Elemental Hero Inferno, so 2300, although Jaden has just used up his whole hand. In terms of production, someone said, to take this to the next level, wouldn't it be cool if we could do like an AI voiceover of the characters, like exchanging dialogue between turns? Yes, it would, but at this stage, I don't have that much time to be able to produce something on that scale, and I also don't know about an AI program to actually do it, but maybe one day I will go that full-blown with production. For the moment though, I'm the sort of person who doesn't really get that big of a kick out of watching something that's been overly produced. As we see, Elemental Hero Prisma has come back from the Warrior returning alive. A 1900 and a 2300, and the Paradox Brothers had, it's a Sangan. Hasn't he played some parts in previous duels? Gigatech Wolf, maybe going for a Labyrinth tank. We haven't seen Labyrinth, well, to be fair, he's only had it for about half his duels anyway, till I finally clicked that I can use Versago the Destroyer in place of Cannon Soldier, which is banned. What was I talking about? Yes, back on production. I do want to do an original series with original characters, and yes, I do want to have actual dialogue in that, but we're looking 2025 minimum for that. That's not going to happen this year, not anytime soon. Need to get through the Duelist Kingdom and the Battle City seasons first. I think I'll only run one season at a time. Running 2 seasons simultaneously has been it's been a lot of fun, and it's been great to watch, but it's a lot of time commitment. I don't mind doing the miniseries. I think running 1 season and maybe 1 or 2 miniseries, maybe even 3 miniseries, we'll see how we go. But as we see, Elemental Hero Clayman comes to hand as well. It is a warrior. It looks like a rock, but it is a warrior. And down goes 2-pronged attack, so Jaden really starting to take command of this one. Rock Ogre Grotto number 1, and another 3,300 points. So that'll put Paradox down to 3,400. Now, I was asked once as well, I don't think it was on a Yu-Gi-Oh video, I think it was on something else. But someone did ask, why don't I have intros? And I sort of get the meaning. When I'm thinking intro, do you mean like a channel intro, the way I sort of introduce? But the way I'm thinking is, yes, people have noticed before that I don't have intros on videos. I just kind of get straight into it. The thing is, nothing irritates me more than when I'm trying to watch something on YouTube and there is some stupid 3-minute intro of someone just screaming at the screen. Ring the notification bell, everybody subscribe. Yeah, that pisses me off to no end. That's why you don't hear it on this channel. Alright, Paradox Brothers down to 700, and I tell you what, this match, it's only in turn 10. I thought this match was going to go longer. God. Jaden may be just a little bit too strong, but his deck is still... Although he nearly lost to Bones. He did concede one match to old Bonesy, but... And there's a hero emerges. This may be the last turn of this match. Actually, it probably will. Paradox Brothers don't have anything that strong defensively straight out the hand. So Jaden will pick up the first win on this one. In terms... I don't know if that intro one meant like, should I make up an intro just for this Yu-Gi-Oh series? And while that has crossed my mind as well, it would be cool to have, because when you think about it, how many iconic intros are there? There's like an intro to even like just TV shows in general, just the iconic intro, but I don't know, it's just never something I've really considered, is sticking intros on everything, because it just gets in the way. Alright, Sojin, Hero Signal, there's Neos and Wrath of Neos as well. And Fusions. Oh, actually, that's a really bad hand for Jaden. Alright, down goes Fusion Sage. He'll pull a Polymerization. And down goes Hero Signal. And D-Spell from the Paradox Brothers, so they get rid of Sojin. There is Destroyer Golem. $1,500. Alright, Jaden down to 6,500. And two-pronged... Oh my god. Jaden has not drawn a very friendly hand at all here. And Minamushi Warrior. Alright, Jaden in big trouble. So this will be 2,800. That'll put Jaden down to 3,700 if I've got that right. Yeah, I think so. 3,700. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, we could be seeing a very quick match between these two as well. There's... Oh, Draining Shield. Jaden's still not drawing monsters. This is reminiscent to another match, which we saw. Alright, Paradox Brothers now 5 cards in hand. Minamushi Warrior Tributed. And Millennium Golem. So Jaden, he does have Draining Shield. That was displaced, so Paradox Brothers basically gone for the end here, but Draining Shield will gain Jaden back 2,000 points. He'll lose another 1,500 though, but he's ended up with more life points than what he started with. He really needs... He needs something, otherwise he's probably going to lose on the next turn. And he draws... Oh, Clayman! Oh, you have got to be kidding me. He has actually pulled Elemental Hero Clayman of 2,000 defense. And unless the Paradox Brothers have something bigger to summon, Clayman is actually going to be able to hold the field. Well, we've seen some pretty incredible Heart of the Cards moments, and Jaden has just had one of his own. He will get another turn at least to try to turn this one around. We have seen him snatch victory from the jaws of defeat in a couple of games. There was one game where he got down to about 400 life points, and he's just drawn another Polymerization. Oh, and a double tribute, and it is Kazajin. Now that Kazajin, Sujin, and Sangha, their effect where they can put the attacking monster's attack down to 0, that effect is absolutely devastating. And because Jaden's strategy, he has to attack to get, you know, he doesn't have Dark Hole or a Fissure or anything like that. So if, actually now that I think about it, if the Paradox Brothers can get either one of those monsters to the field, Jaden may not actually be able to win. Because Jaden has to attack to win. That's how his fusion deck is built. Actually, Kazajin, Suijin, and Sangha, they can only use the effect once, but for Jaden to get 2 monsters that strong onto the field at the same time is also a very big ask. But yes, Suijin, Kazujin, and Sanga's effect against Jaden's deck is actually incredibly strong. Wrath of Neos could do it as well, actually, now that I think about it, but Jaden has to get that to the field. Oh, there's a trump card that we've seen before, Skyscraper. Well, Jaden trying anything for counterplay here. He can't attack Kazujin, otherwise his attack points will go down to 0 and he'll just flush 2,400 points. He can destroy Millennium Golem. Skyscraper will give a 1,000 point buffer. Still a tough road back for Jaden in this one. And I need a drink. Oh. Okay, 1,800 on the field for Jaden. It's Paradox's turn, isn't it? Okay, Kazujin gets rid of Elemental Hero Heat, and now Prisman, of all monsters, 800 attack, but it is not looking good at all for Jaden. Turn change back. There's Elemental Hero Voltic. Jaden would love to get Neos on the field, but it's just doesn't look like it's going to happen in this one. Paradox Brothers now down to 7,000 points, but Jaden is just... he's completely lost here. He's going to lose 1,400 points on an attack from Kazujin on that, at least. Remember, Skyscraper will only work on his turn. And the thing that hides in the mud has been called. So 14 and 12 is 26. Jaden is going to have 200 life points and nothing in his hand for counterplay. And you got to say that this one is probably over. We are going to go to a match 3 by the look of it. There's Wildheart, not a bad card, but there is not much Elemental Hero Wildheart can do. You can't attack Kazujin, it will still lose. Alright, there goes the thing that hides in the mud. Alright, another card for the Paradox Brothers, but this one is all over. Oh, it's a Monster Reborn. Just to make things worse for poor Jaden. And, he's bringing back his own Elemental Hero. His own Elemental Hero is going to attack him. And, oh, no it isn't. It's just been tributed. Oh, and it's Shadow Ghoul. Haha, speaking of Shadow Ghoul. At the end of all of this, when Jaden's series is done, and we see how well he does in Duelist Kingdom, we will get a third match here. Yes, absolutely. Some people have probably... I don't think I've actually had anyone ask about it, but yes, we will do a Rebecca versus Jaden match at the end of Jaden's series in Duelist Kingdom, because I think a Rebecca and a Jaden match, it just needs to happen. Just needs to see which one of them is the true winner of Duelist Kingdom. Then again, I am planning to do Duke Devlin series in this, probably starting... Oh, I might even start that next week. That Duke Devlin one. I think that's pretty close to starting up. As we see, compulsory evac device is played, and Elemental Hero Blazeman comes to the field. 1,800 defense. It's not too bad. Paradox Brothers likely won't be able to get over that on first turn. And they play Guardian of the Throne Room. Not a bad opening monster for the Paradox Brothers. It's a 1650. You won't be able to get over that 1800 though. And alright, in one of the earlier games today as well, yes, I did a solo run on Pokemon Blue, and I used only Caterpie for the whole game. To answer a few questions, no, Caterpie can't beat the game on its own legitimately because it can't hit the ghosts. In Gen 1 only, Caterpie can't use Struggle's based as a normal type move. Gen 2 is when it became typeless, but in theory, Caterpie can defeat the Elite Four on its own. You have to use a lot of the X attack and X defend items, etc., but in theory, Caterpie can do it. It just took an extremely long time and was extremely brutal to actually complete, but Caterpie got there in the end. So we saw the effect of Blazeman to copy an elemental hero in the deck, send it to the graveyard, and then attack. 2500, it copied Neos. And Jaden is now going to be looking to play Monster Reborn, but I think he can't summon another card due to the effect of Blazeman. I think that's why Jaden can't summon Neos back. Okay, what have the Paradox Brothers got in response? They have... Oh, a Monster Reborn! And the Paradox Brothers go straight for Elemental Hero Neos. Unfortunately, it's not going to work, unknowing to the Paradox Brothers. And, oh, Neos has a little animation. That's actually the first time I think Neos has been summoned, because I haven't seen that animation before. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. It's cool that he has the skyscrapers behind him. Sort of goes with the skyscraper card. But Neos has been sent back to hand, and it goes back to Jaden's hand because he's the owner of the card. So the Paradox Brothers have just completely wasted a Monster Reborn. That Monster Reborn gained them nothing. If anything, it helped Jaden because he's now got Neos back in his hand. Well, this is an absolute nightmare for the Paradox Brothers to start off here. There's now a 2000 on the field with Elemental Hero Heat. And it is Dissolver Rock that bites the dust. Dissolve Rock. And 1200 comes off Paradox Brothers. They're down to 5800. You know what I really want to do though? I really want to do another playthrough of Duelist of the Roses. It's just that I'm doing type only runs. I've done like 3. I want to do I don't know what type I was going to do next. Maybe I'll do a zombie run or something next time on Duelist of the Roses, but each run takes like 3 hours to do. It takes so long. It is a lot of fun though. I really like Duelist of the Roses. Classic game. Alright. And, oh, he's gone for Wild Heart. That will actually weaken Blazeman. I wonder what the reason behind that is. So, Wingman's gone to the graveyard. Do any of them fuse with Elemental Hero Avian? I don't think Blazeman. Oh, actually, I think Wild Heart might. I don't remember what it is. I'd have to actually see. Oh, isn't it? Hang on. No, I know the one it is. As Paradox Brothers. Wild Wingman. I think it's Wild Wingman. Elemental Hero Wild Wingman or something, I think it's called. Okay, that is what Jaden's going for. I don't think we've seen that one before. I'm sure it's Tempest and Avian. Yeah, there it is. Elemental Hero Wild Wingman. 1900 points. With all that muscle and those massive wings, are you kidding me? Only 1900 attack points. You're kidding me. If a monster looking like that with those big talon claws, those like bodybuilder muscles and those giant wings, you're telling me that's only a 1900 attack point? Bro looks like he's lifted since the age of 4. And he's now age 37. He's been bodybuilding for 33 years and he's only got 1900 attack points? Well, that is it. Jaden gets the win. Elemental Hero Wild Wingman looks like he should be at least like 2800. Looks like he should be the same as Tempest. But I guess they all can't be Elemental Hero Tempest. Well, this game is over. Jaden has defeated the Paradox Brothers. He did concede 1 match though, so Jaden is definitely not unbeatable. Now, who came after the Paradox Brothers? It would be They were outside the castle. Went to the top. Khyber. Technically, in terms of the story, be Khyber, then Taya, and then Keith, Mai, Joey, Yugi, and then Pegasus. So we're just a little bit over halfway of Jaden's series done. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Again, I am trying to get back to them as quickly as I can. Just a lot of happening, not enough hours in the day. Well, thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.